even if the pygmy weed is taken care of for now, at best, it is right. At worst, well, it's possible that he's only taken part of it, and we still have to deal with it because many different things have been tried to kill this thing, and none of them have worked so far. But either way, the most important thing we need to discuss is we made a huge mistake with Tanglefell.
Yeah.
We know that. We did not have all the information, and we felt it was urgent to move forward with plans because of the acceleration of the phylactery and other things involved. And it appears that Tanglefell is, I'm not sure if he's ever going to want to do good again. It's, we went to him earlier to make any attempts at recompense, to offer up any services we can provide, not just to restore magic, but just to try to re-establish relationships, to try to get a potential friend and ally. And he quite literally threw us out. And muttered something along the lines of, whether the town lives or dies, let them all burn.
So we have something we would like to propose to you.
Yes. The proposal is that we move forward with the summoning of the fairy.
Without the coins.
How are we going to do that? We don't have the coins, and you don't have any magic anymore.
We don't need the coins to summon.
We just need the parents.
We need the final hearts. And we can teach somebody else how to do the summoning.
We would like to teach you how to do the summoning since we are unable to perform it ourselves.
May I add something to this?
Please.
Now, it seems that I am in possession of a heart. I'm going to specifically. I am currently in possession of a heart right now. However, I have not known where to bury it, as I have not been able to transcribe the letter. But seeing as you both are very knowledgeable in these more mysterious languages, I was hoping that you might be able to help me transcribe.
Of course.
The only thing I was able to make out was the heart of Evermore, and then the rest was muddled. Can you read this?
Now, I can translate, but there are others that actually might be able to do it. Hang on. Actually, no, hang on.
It says, place the heart
at the heart
of
of
Evermore to begin the ritual.
The toll is paid for.
Evelyn Taylor must
The
be,
toll must be paid for
Evelyn Taylor and Tanglefell.
Evelyn Taylor?
She's already dead.
Yes.
Evelyn Taylor was the seamstress. She was the one that ran against the mayor in the elections a year ago.
But they never found her body.
We would have heard about it.
I never saw her go.
They never found her body.
They never found her body. Oh, that's true. She disappeared.
Yes, she was never confirmed dead, just presumed
Ooh.
dead.
Oh yes, we got some story about her returning to London. Yes.
So,
Yes.
where on earth do we bury this?
So the heart of Evermore, that leads things up for discussion.
I would assume it is where we would perform the ritual itself.
It is indeed.
But you're all talking about a process, but you're not talking about consequence. What is the consequence of bringing this into the town?
Especially if we don't have the coins.
Well, if we don't have the means of paying, then perhaps we can offer. Since we are to blame, I think that Gwen and I would be willing to offer ourselves.
But wait. What's the end goal?
Well, as the letter is,
As the
our
letter
plan
says,
didn't work, so we need to go back to the author of these letters, who apparently has a much better plan than we do.
For Tanglefell.
The letter
And
says
Evelyn.
the toll must be paid for Evelyn Taylor and Tanglefell. So perhaps that's what we need to do to rectify everything.
So you don't trust the moths to talk to Tanglefell, to plead with him?
I do not.
To
I
do
love
all
the
of
moths in their own way,
Yeah,
but
a
I don't
little
trust
too
them
chaotic.
anything.
That's a little too chaotic.
They think that they're 14 days old.
Yes.
The moths couldn't even be trusted with keeping a book safe.
it. You gave him a book?
Yeah, that was Darcy.
Why did you say that out loud?
Mistakes were made.
I wasn't
to rehash.
Anyway, so we would like to perform a vote on to whether or not you would like to help
Continue
us.
with the plan, or if we should come up with some other means of still dealing with the mayor, the weed, and everything else, and Tanglefell hopefully won't destroy the town.
Other means.
Well, shall we begin the vote?
We'll take the vote
Yes,
amongst ourselves.
I don't.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
All in favour of continuing forth with the plan of summoning Karen Fair?
Don't do it.
Seamus,
All against?
what about Margaret? Margaret, could you step forward? Just to clarify.
Oh no.
Would you also like to perform the ritual tonight?
Yes.
You could be a great help with having the adventures.
And all not
It's
in
gonna
favour,
blow up.
raise your hands. Not in favour?
Oh no, in favour of not. No, sorry.
Well, no one raised their hand, so...
Very good.
Mr. Begley raised his hand.
I thought
Mr. Bagley
raised his
Mr.
hand.
Begley raised his hand.
I cannot see.
What do you know, Mr.
Oh,
Begley?
hang on.
What do you want to
There he
share?
is. Right there, right there.
Oh, hello.
You raised your hand.
My friend.
Yes,
Oh,
I
he's-
did.
What did he say?
He said he did.
Why?
Well, bringing death into the town does sound dangerous, but it seems that the choice has already been made, despite what I may want.
What was it?
Don't lay down so quickly.
Indeed.
Well,
So,
The carrot isn't death itself, it's just the fairy.
we will
Yeah,
continue
distinction
on.
We've done that
with-
before.
well, and the thing is, those who know will refer to him as Karen, but for those that might be there at the summoning, we'll refer to him as Death, because not everybody knows who Karen is.
Yes. Soon, I suppose. What do you think?
May I speak to you? I would like you to lead this summoning. I will personally teach you how to do the summoning, and I will stand there with you as we perform this ritual. I want to trust this to you. This is the spell, this is what you will chant. I ask that you study it before we perform the ritual tonight, that you are familiar with it, and that you are comfortable enough to lead all of these amazing world walkers into this ritual tonight. I won't let you down. Thank you.
You don't have
Well
to.
then, we just need to figure out where we actually need to place this up.
Heart of Evermore. Thoughts?
Good.
Town Square?
Town Square.
Well,
On the stage.
yes, that makes sense, I
It's
think.
the heart.
That was the plan. That was yesterday's plan.
That is where people
Riddle,
gather.
Maybe. And if it is a riddle, if it's metaphorical, then it must mean there must be a logical conclusion. And if you think of the town square, and what is a heart but the conjugation
Of
of
the
all
town.
the veins in a body?
That's a very
Yes.
good analogy.
So I think we will be performing the ritual tonight at the front of town.
What time?
Yeah, what time?
The time will be 11:40.
Conjugation is great.
Are we all alright with it?
Yes.
What about it?
Exactly.
Well, I think it would be
We do not need that.
I've made extras for the members of the adventurers to
As part of the Adventurers Guild,
study and help.
Oh, no, disrupt that.
can we
What was
say
that?
something? As part of the Adventurers Guild,
Please help them, yes. Oh no, sorry, you have something else.
well, I just want to know publicly, anyone else in the Adventurers Guild who is not for this.
You know, they're probably the ones that decide. So.
I just want to know publicly.
Fine.
Okay.
Well, the decision has been made. We will be performing the ritual tonight at 11:40 at the front of town. We ask all of you to be there in order to help us make this successful.
The more intense that we may have, the more we might be able to do. And again, as mentioned, Brendan and I are willing to offer ourselves up as the payment of the tool.
Indeed.
So there's a first step, and then that's a second step.
Well, if he doesn't ask for payment, great. If he does, me and Seamus will be offering
And
ourselves
let of
up
course
as
it be
payment.
let of course it be known that we do not wish for it to come to that, of course.
Yes.
That would be horrible.
You see, the thing is, Seamus and I have nothing left to lose anymore, and we want to fix our wrongs, and we believe this is the most proper way that is on the table for us at the moment.
I
Dixie's,
suppose I could come back as a ghost and teach people to sing.
That's true.
Dixie's in tears.
Then I can finally talk to Mr. Bagley.
Well, you can just say that.
Oh,
Who's not a ghost.
No,
Yeah.
Not a ghost.
but the medium.
Yes,
Medium, yes.
he can see ghosts.
It doesn't
Yes.
make any sense.
That's
And this
exactly
is
how
the
that
whole-
works.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And to clarify, this is the whole plan because the coins are not in your possession.
Indeed.
Yes.
We do
Yeah,
not
we,
have.
And if there is a contingency, if you somehow do get them in your possession,
Oh,
between
that would be
That
marvelous.
would save both of our lives.
that would, I suppose make everything work out. Well, as far as we know.
Yeah, indeed.
If the letter writer is being honest and true with us,
Yes.
you know.
Well, he seems to have a better plan than ours. So.
True, I suppose, yeah.
What is he gonna